Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun little video. It's gonna be kind of like my favorites or my, things that changed my life in 2020. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's Eve. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna post this video. It's gonna probably be on New Year's Eve. I know this year has been kind of hard on all of us, and I know just changing the year, just the fact that it's going to be 2021 isn't going to like fix all our problems, but it definitely is going to help. I think it's more of like a mental thing at this point. So I'm really excited for 2021 and to see what that brings. And without further ado, here are my favorite things of 2020. Okay, the first thing I'm going to start out with is some beauty products, some face products. First thing is a cleanser, and it is actually this kale and green tea. What is this even called? Kale and green tea spinach vitamin superfood cleanser. I love this thing so much. So I don't have the worst skin in the world, but I have huge pores, like they're massive. And then I also have a little bit of textured skin. It's not too bad, but I do still get hormonal acne. Yes, I am 23 years old and I still get hormonal acne. When is that going to end? Still trying to figure that out. When you figure that out, you let me know. But anyways, yes, so I still do get acne, and it's funny because I remember as a kid I would like watch the Proactive commercials and see like there was like the specific Proactive line with like people with adult acne, and I would always watch that and be like that would suck to have adult acne, like loser. But here I am as an adult with acne. So anyways, this is amazing though. It's really nice because it doesn't have any fragrance to it, and it's pretty minimal with the ingredients, which is good, and it just feels so nice on your face. It just feels so soft and it's just amazing. Also, I have like combination skin, I would say. I'm more on the oily side, but I definitely get really dry like around here, and I don't know, so it's pretty combination, I would say. So this is amazing. But the best thing ever, these two things as a combination will literally change your life. I'm not kidding. Like, it's so good. It is this Paula's Choice, and it's a liquid exfoliator, and I didn't even really know that a liquid exfoliator existed, but it does, honey, and it works. It has 2% BHA. I think it's salicylic acid. Yeah, it's salicylic acid, and it has just a bunch of really good ingredients in here. So pretty much what you would do is like you use the cleanser that you use, which honestly these two things paired together is such a good combination. But you use whatever cleanser you want, and then you can put this on after with like just a cotton pad, and you rub it on your face and you leave it on. You don't wipe it off, and then you wake up in the morning, and I'm not kidding, your skin is so soft. I feel like I have the skin of a baby. Like, it's so soft. It's actually crazy, and it's supposed to shrink your pores, unclog them. But it also is supposed to like get rid of those little tiny bumps on your skin. I have some right here, and it actually does the job so good. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on this, but this is like literally life-changing. I will never not use this. When I skip a day of using this, like I definitely realize it, and it's so good. You have to try this. The next thing is going to be a hair tool, and of course it is this one. This is the Revlon hair drying, what is it called? Hair drying brush thing. I don't know what it's called. I have been on the fence about getting this for a really long time because obviously like everyone raves about it. It's so good, and like, but I don't know why I was on the fence because it's not even that expensive. It's like $40, I think. But if you're on the fence about getting this, just get it. Just get it. It'll change your life. It's so amazing, and it's super easy to use, and it's really forgiving on your hair too. Like, I used it today, and I don't know, I just really like the way it looks. It gives your hair a lot of volume, and it definitely gives you that little blowout look. And I've only been using this for like a week or like 2 weeks, so I don't even really know how to use it to its full potential, but that just shows that it's a really good product because I literally don't even know how to use it that well, and my hair still looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like amazing, but I don't know, it looks pretty good for me not actually knowing how to use this thing. Next is going to be this, and it's just simply drinking water. 2020 really just, got me to drink some water. Like, when I tell you, I used to go like days without drinking water, like days. I mean, obviously I would have liquids, like other kinds of liquids, but water, honey, no, I would never drink water. Like, I'm not really a water drinker at all. Like, I don't know why, it's just not my jam. But I don't know how I started. I think it was my boyfriend, because he would drink like a huge jug of water every day, and that kind of like inspired me. So then I started drinking water, and haven't looked back since. Now I drink water every day. I usually drink at least one of these, if not two, which is crazy. Like for me, if you know me, like I do not drink water. Also, another thing that I think helped me, this is so dumb and it shouldn't have an effect, but it is a little tip if you do struggle with drinking water, just get a cute water bottle that you like, because that kind of, for me at least, like helped me want to drink water. I'm like, oh, I have this cute little water bottle so I can drink my water in, you know? So yeah, water, that's my other thing that kind of changed my life in 2020. Next is another drink, and that is kombucha. I love kombucha so much now. I have been trying to be on the kombucha train for so long because my grandma used to drink kombucha like before it was even cool, like when I was like in elementary school, and she always tried to get me to drink it, but it was like nasty to me. I know it's really good for you. It's like really, really good for your gut health, and it's really good for your mental health, and it's just good overall. It's just a really good thing for your body. It helps promote good gut bacteria, which helps with a lot of things. You can do some research on that yourself, but I'm probably gonna make a full video on kombucha and the ones that I like and stuff, but this brand is my favorite. It's Kavita, and it's just really good. I don't know, it's just my favorite. This is the tangerine one. My favorite one is actually the mango, I think it's mango. I'll have to look it up. But yes, kombucha is amazing, and don't give up because there's so many different kinds that I think if you keep trying them, you'll find one that you really like. It's amazing. So, and it's really good for you. Next is going to be plants. So this is a cactus, as you can see. And I've always loved plants, but I've never really had them. I think mainly because I have, like, when I was in college and stuff, I was never home for longer than like 3 months at a time. That was like the most I would ever be home. So I never really could have any plants, but now I have so many and I love them so much. Like, it's just like my favorite thing ever. And maybe I'll do like a little plant tour sometime, but this is one of my favorite ones. It's just a little cactus. She's adorable, and I actually got this little pot from Walmart, actually, believe it or not, Walmart. Yeah, I just like the feeling of like taking care of something, and I don't know, watching them grow. It's just so fun. I just love it so much. Okay, the next thing that changed my life in 2020, and this is gonna sound so dumb, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. TikTok. It really did change my life, and let me explain. So, you know, people who don't watch TikTok, they probably definitely think it's just really dumb and like just, you know, lighthearted and like people just making jokes and funny videos, which it is that. It definitely is that, but it is so much more. I'm such like an advocate. Ew, I hate that I hate that I had to say that like that. No, truly, like it is life-changing in the way that there's so many intelligent and smart people on there, and amazing artists and cool, like just such cool people. And I learn so much from TikTok every day. Like I learn new facts. I learn how to do something. It helped me diagnose my RCPD, which I'm gonna post a video on that probably next week, so it'll probably be up by the time you're watching this, maybe. If not, I'll put it in the bio. On a surface level, it does make me laugh. Like it's kind of just like a little escape from the world, but also there's so much more to it, and it's such a great community at this point. I know it's definitely gonna change because it's still in the beginning stages, but at this point, it's such a great community in my opinion. Obviously, there's some bad apples, like, and it definitely depends on what side of TikTok you're on, but it's just so educational, and it honestly helps me have so many realizations about like gender equality, white privilege, just so many things like that. And it really has just educated me and like taught me so much about our world today, and like how to treat people and things that I never would have known, things that I was so ignorant about. It's definitely helped me realize those things a little bit more. So it definitely has a great side to it, and it definitely has changed my life in 2020. Next is going to be my little hobby that I picked up in 2020, which was weaving. I learned how to weave, and it's like my favorite thing ever. Like I was really obsessed for a second, and I'm still very obsessed, and I love doing it. I just don't have a lot of time anymore. It's just so fun, and I'm a person who loves creating things with my hands. Like I'm a very hands-on person. Yeah, it's just my favorite thing ever. And the reason I'm saying that is because I do encourage you to like just try to pick up a new hobby, or just if you don't have any hobbies, it's never too late to try something new. And I don't know, it's just so fun, and it's just such a great thing to be creative and just to create something. It's just such an amazing experience. So yeah, that's my next one that definitely changed my life. This next thing I'm going to talk about literally is probably one of my favorite things on this whole list. Like all these other things I say like, oh, they changed my life, but this thing literally changed my life. Like it's one of the best things I've ever discovered, and that is the use of a menstrual cup. And I don't want to even apologize for talking about this because I don't even really want to put a disclaimer and say like, oh, if you're grossed out by periods, like, well, like, okay, if you're grossed out by periods, like, first of all, grow up. Second of all, don't watch this video, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe watch it and educate yourself. Like, it literally happens to half of the population of this whole entire earth, probably more than half, and it's the reason you exist. So if you are grossed out by that, I don't know what to say. Educate yourself. Anyways, so anyone who gets a period, men, women, people who don't identify, just anyone who gets a period, if you have not tried a menstrual cup, what are you doing? It is the best thing ever. I tell everyone about it. Like, I'm almost annoying about it, how much I talk about it, but truly, like, my period now is not a burden at all anymore. I mean, I wouldn't say at all, but it has changed it so much. And I'm gonna make a whole other video on this specifically because I could go on and rave about it. But it seems like such a scary thing, and it is kind of scary at first, but do not give up on that journey because it will take you like a couple months to get used to it and stuff. But after that, you'll never go back. You will never go back. The thought of buying another, like, I haven't bought tampons in like months, like very, very long time. And the thought of using one again, not gonna happen. It has so many benefits, but I'll just name a few right here. First of all, it's way more healthy for your body. It's really clean and really safe. It doesn't put any bad toxins into your body, and it doesn't take out the good things from your body as well. Tampons can also, not only do they absorb like blood, but it absorbs the good things from your body too. So that's one thing. Another thing, you never have to buy tampons ever again. It's reusable. It's good for the environment. It also can reduce your cramps. You can literally wear it all day. You can wear it all day and not have to change it. You don't have to worry about it. You can sleep with it in without the fear of dying. Like, that's so messed up. Not like, there's so many other things that women have to worry about, but let's just like add on top of that if you sleep with a tampon and you could possibly die. So yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that. I could just go on and on about it, but anyways, that's just my little teaser of a video I'm probably gonna make later. But anyways, please, please, please try a menstrual cup. Please, I'm begging you. It will change your life. It will change your life. The next one is eating healthy. And I've never really been a person who eats really unhealthy. Like, I don't really eat out that much, only if it's like a special occasion. I don't drink pop. I don't really eat bad in general. But a couple years ago, I started being vegan, and I loved being vegan so much. It was so amazing. But then I had to leave, and I went on tour, and I was kind of living a lifestyle where that wasn't very easy for me at the time. So I stopped being vegan. I still tried to avoid meat, but I wasn't completely vegan. When I was vegan, I learned so much about that food can be so yummy and so healthy. It's actually crazy. Like, you should start enjoying your food rather than just like eating it to survive. Like, you can enjoy your food and have it be so good for your body, and it's actually not that hard. I'll leave a cookbook. This is one of my favorite cookbooks. It's actually how my mom lost literally over 100 pounds. That's another video I want to make, and this book is literally how she did it. She pretty much followed this book to a T, and then also obviously worked out and like ran a lot. But this book, like, it helps you have like a way better relationship with food, and the food in there is so good, and it's good for you. Like, it's actually crazy. Just one recipe that I want to share with you. It's not, I don't know if it's necessarily like healthy. It's not healthy, but it's just a recipe that's my favorite recipe of all time. This is my favorite food ever. This is a recipe for sag paneer. Sag paneer. I'm probably saying that so wrong. I'm so sorry. But it is an Indian dish, and it's so good. It looks kind of weird because it's green, but like, it just has spinach in it, and it has cheese, and oh my gosh, and rice. Like, it's seriously the best. It's the best food you'll ever eat. It's so yummy. So I'll put that recipe on the screen and in the description, and then I want to make another video on that too. Okay, so the next thing and the last thing I want to talk about is a little bit more on a serious note, but it is definitely something that has changed my life for the better in so many ways, and that is just the Black Lives Matter movement that happened earlier this year. And I mean, it's still happening. It's not just a movement. I mean, it's something that's literally happening in life every day. I've always been a very open-minded person, and a very like accepting person, and a very liberal person before I even knew what liberal really meant. As a kid, as a teenager, as an adult now, I am very like accepting, and I try my hardest to be very like socially aware, and like try not to be ignorant on things, but of course, like, you can't know everything. And I was never a person that said racism wasn't a thing. I always acknowledged that it was a thing, and that even though technically things are equal right now, things have never really been equal with people of color and with just women and just any minority pretty much. But I had no idea really the severity of the whole thing and just how disgusting it is and how unjust things are in America, you know? And although this has not been an easy year, all the things that have happened, all the people that have lost their life, if I could make it so those things didn't happen, like, I would in a second. But if we're trying to take one thing away from it, because we can't change it, if we want to take one thing away from it, it is that it has brought to light so many things that need to be changed just in the thread of our country, you know? It definitely has changed my life, and it's changed my perspective and has helped me learn so much. Again, not that I was super ignorant before, but that's even to show, like, I was a very open person and tried to be very aware of things, and it's still, some of it went over my head. And I'm so thankful that this year has just taught me what we need to do in this country, and like that things are not right, you know? And that came with watching documentaries, watching the news, TikTok, like so many things like that. I went to my first Black Lives Matters rally this year, which was amazing. I felt so empowered. It was like one of the best days I've had ever. And also, I do feel a little bit weird because I am Mexican American, so I am a minority as well. But it is a little weird because I don't really fit into either category. To people who are white, I'm not white enough, but to people who are more Mexican than me, I don't really fit into their category either. So I do feel like I am an ally, but I also feel like I am included in that minority group as well. So it's kind of like a weird place to be. But I definitely, like, I have experienced white privilege for sure. I also have experienced being treated differently because of, I wouldn't even say the color of my skin, because I'm not, like, the physical color of my skin is not that dark, but because of my last name, because I am Mexican, I have experienced a little bit of a different treatment. And, you know, everyone's story is different. Like, I wouldn't say anyone has been blatantly racist to me, but, you know, there's jokes and there is little things that people say to me, and you know, that does affect my life. So I think that does fall into the category. And again, I could make a whole video about this, and I probably will, but so I am kind of like in a weird place. Like, I don't really know where I lie, and like, am I an ally or am I part of the people being affected? I think it's a little bit of both, but either way, 2020 has definitely opened my eyes so much more to the injustice that happens every single day, and also just like being a woman, the injustice that comes with that as well, and the inequalities that come with that. So I'm definitely learning so much, and I'm so thankful that all of those things have been brought to light, because I don't know if it ever would have happened. I mean, it definitely would have happened, but it wouldn't have hit as hard as it did, and it wouldn't have affected so many people and changed so many people's opinions. And, you know, I feel very passionate about it. Like, whereas before I just I knew it existed and I acknowledged it, but now I feel so passionately about it, and it's something that I actively try to do to change it. So yeah, that's the last thing. And yeah, I encourage you to try to look into the subject and look into things that you're not really aware of, because even it might be a little bit hard, but it will be worth it in the end. So anyways, on that note, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Those were my favorites, or things that changed my life in 2020. And like I said, this year's been really hard, but we made it through, and I do feel optimistic about 2021. I do feel like I can see a light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of reasons. I know we still have a long road ahead of us and a lot of recovering to do as a country and just as individuals, but I do see a light at the end, and I'm really excited about that. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy New Year's Eve whenever I post this video, and be safe, social distance, do all the good things on this holiday, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.